Good evening, everyone, and thanks for being here. Let me say, first of all, on tomorrow night's program, the story of a road dedication that took place over the course of last weekend. The daughter of the honoree, who was unborn when he left for the service, remembers his body returning home when she was about 4. The services and everything that those days and all those since entailed. And that will be a report on tomorrow night's program, as we learn about the life and dedication and service and legacy of Sammy Slusher. On tonight's program, however, a McGough County high school senior has thrown his way into college, and that's playing ball, of course. As we will also talk about an invitation to another road dedication of a different sort here in Sagersville, honoring 2 local businessmen, one a longtime civic leader as well. That's this Saturday. The mayor will have that invitation for you in just a few moments. And I also have a COVID update, quick one on the state level tonight, as the governor released some information today that I think we will find interesting and a little bit relieving at the same time. On another note, though, 12 people, $2 million in cash, and 10,000 diverted oxycodone pills. That's what the DEA and the AG's office and the Barberville Police Department, Clay County Sheriff's Department, Manchester PD, as well as they all worked together to arrest a dozen people, seizing that many diverted oxycodone pills and over $2 million in cash as a result of an investigation into a Louisville-based drug trafficking operation that was pushing illegal drugs into several Kentucky counties. A federal grand jury in London returned an indictment charging Jose Vasquez, Alexi Hernandez, Reyes Castillo, Dialson Ortiz, Cade Rogers, Allison Renee Rogers, Michael King, Christopher King, Floyd Barker, Sheila Barger, and Samuel Barger with conspiring together and with others to distribute oxycodone in Madison, Estill, Clay, Laurel counties from September of 19 through this March. The grand jury also returned an indictment in the name of Frank Hammonds in a related case with conspiring with others to distribute oxycodone in Knox County from April of 2012 through April of this year. They all face up to 20 years in prison on numerous counts and up to a fine up to $1 million, as well as a forfeiture of assets. In accordance with a proclamation from the White House, Governor Beshear earlier today has directed that all flags in Kentucky at state office buildings and requested that others be lowered to half-staff immediately and to remain so until sunset of this coming Monday the 16th to mark and honor the tragic milestone of 1 million American lives now lost to COVID-19. Over 15,700 Kentuckians among those. In other news from the governor, his Team Kentucky update today, a lot of financial matters, a lot of economic news, a long list. COVID is one segment that I'll pull out at this time, where he says that with a new map coming out later on tonight, using that which has been issued since this time last week, the governor called today's COVID information and data mixed. He says because it's good, but we just need to wait and see and be mindful over the course of the next few weeks and months. With some of last week's numbers showing only a slight increase and positive signs of an endemic ahead.
First, on the good side, the COVID map. Now, last week we had 4 counties in the yellow. It's really this last week because the new map comes out tonight. We only have 3, and I think only 1 county, if I remember right, has stayed yellow both times. This map puts together lots of different information, not just cases and positivity rate, also hospitalization and other information. That is a pretty good map. Let's look at our stair-stepper chart. Remember, cases are no longer directly coupled with hospitalizations, but it's still important to look at it. What this suggests is our numbers are going up, but not very quickly. They could, in fact, go down next week, but this is, 2 weeks of increases in a row. We're certainly seeing increases in other areas of the country. In some other areas, we're seeing hospitalizations increase, but deaths are not increasing. So this is just one data point. And remember, In previous times, look how quickly cases went up. That is not what we are seeing now. There's probably more COVID out there than this shows because there are so many at-home tests now. Positivity rate has actually shown an increase week over week. This last week we were over 7%. Again, this is not the same indicator that it used to be, but it does suggest we are probably seeing more COVID or COVID spreading a little bit more in our communities than certainly in the last 4 or 5 weeks. So, those are not the best, but not alarming news. Then we look at hospitalizations.
And they too, still very low with only a slight uptick. To be monitored, he says, over the next week or two. ICU numbers, those on ventilators, those numbers all still very, very low. And he also says there's just no longer the direct ratio between the number of cases and severe disease, and that is obviously a good thing. He also stresses that everyone should still get boosted, even though only about 25% of Kentucky is, because it is still the best defense. More news in a moment.
The past 3 years have been like no other time in history. We have had flooding events, ice storms, a 100-year pandemic, emergency service issues, and now we have inflation rising to levels not seen in decades. But in Magoffin County, we don't let adversity get us down. We have steadily moved our county forward, and this is because of you. Because of your faith and trust in me, I have been able to build relationships in Frankfort and in Washington, D.C., placing Magoffin County on the map as an up-and-coming community. Locally, we are continuing to renovate our county-owned buildings, properties, and parks. We now have a state-of-the-art 911 center, and we use every dollar of our road fund to repair and maintain our county roads. But as we all know, there is still so much more work to be done. I pledge to keep pushing for funding to expand water across the county, for economic development, for tourism, and other items to improve our community, as well as continuing to support and honor our local veterans. Again, thank you for your trust and support, and I ask for your vote for another term as Judge Executive so we can keep Magoffin County moving forward.
My name's Winfred Ray McCarty. I'm running for sheriff on the Democrat ticket. My parents was Alton and Rui McCarty. I have 5 children, 12 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. And the reason I'm a run for sheriff is for your kids and mine. And I also will take care of the senior citizens and the older people. And I will be a full-time sheriff. And if you all will support me, I'll make a good sheriff for the county, and I thank you very much.
First, let me thank those of you who have welcomed me into their homes. It's been a pleasure. For those I've missed, I'm not done yet. I'm visiting as many folks as possible. Let me assure you, I'm capable and willing to do this job. I believe it's time for a change. I will never let the citizens down. I will never lose my integrity, nor will I ever forget who I am or where I come from. I will always be a servant to the people. Customer service, better hours, friendly staff, and the willingness to help everyone will always be my top priority. Together we can make a change. I'm asking to be your Magoffin County Clerk.
I'm Neil Adams, Republican candidate for Sheriff of Magoffin County. My main duty as sheriff will be to protect all the people of Magoffin County, and especially our elderly and youth, from the ongoing drug scourge. I am not a politician, but I am a highly trained narcotics detective with over 21 years of law enforcement experience. I know and I see people every day that express their concerns about the illegal drug activity in our county. I hear your voices, and I'm letting you know that help is on the way. I ask all fellow Republicans to join my team in helping me to fight this drug epidemic in our county. Vote Neil Adams, Republican for Sheriff.
Not everything has changed over the years. Frazier's Prater Drug Store is still your most trusted pharmacy, where you can get your prescription brought to you curbside, or make your way to the counter for a snack, lunch, or an incredibly sweet treat. And check out Strings and Things inside the shack, the Radio Shack, musical instruments, guns, ammo, electronics, and more. It's as wonderfully unique of a shopping experience as is the selection at Frazier's Prater Drug Store in downtown Salyersville.
Hello, I'm William Bill Meade, Republican candidate for Magoffin County Sheriff. One of the candidates recently said that training and experience didn't matter. that no one has done anything in McGoffin County yet. You know what? I agree. Nothing has been done in McGoffin County yet, but that can change on May 17th. With over 33 years experience in law enforcement, I have a strategy to combat the drug problem that we've been facing for years. I believe in and support rehabilitation for those with drug addiction. If they want help, we should support them so that they can return to their families and be productive in society. But we can't allow those that want to make a living destroying the lives of our loved ones to continue. If you're ready for a positive change, I ask for your vote and support. I'm number 4 on the Republican ballot, but number 1 for McGoffin County.
Car wrecks,
truck wreck,
disability,
workers' comp,
slip and fall.
wrongful death.
Your case matters to you.
Your case matters to us. Contact McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
They were both friends of mine. Tom Frazier, lifelong. Had a professional relationship with him, a personal one, and just a wonderful friend of mine, and a tough loss still. Henry Clay Patrick, his son David, I'm great friends with and have been for a long, long time. Henry Clay, actually, I can recall many years ago, 20 now, coming down to the Ramey Park. I didn't know him at the time, but knew him very well thereafter and came to really appreciate his help and respect him a lot for helping put up Christmas lights year after year. And they are both being honored this coming Saturday in a road dedication that has been, we'll say, scheduled but on hold for quite some time, largely, of course, due to, like everything else, the pandemic. But Mayor Pete Shepard says that two roads are to be named in their honor, and he's inviting everyone in the public and throughout the community to be a part of the honoring ceremony this Saturday morning. The first one starting at 10.
Well, as you know, Tom Frazier and Henry Clay Patrick was long-time businessmen here in the county and city, and had spent their life here and raised their families. And when they put the access roads in here, they put the one behind the health department, which went right in front of Henry Clay's house. And also, since Tom Frazier, his long service with the city council, they put the other access road on the other side in front of Lee's and Dairy Queen down through there. So we, as a council and some of his friends, we thought it'd be fitting if these two access roads could be named after those individuals.
And this has been a long time coming. COVID and some other just logistical issues, we'll say, but we're finally going to get to dedicate these signs, aren't we, in these roads?
Yeah, we sure are, and I'm sure glad that it's going to be done. We're going to put the one at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. We'll be at Parkway Drive and the access road that comes around with the health department. At 10 o'clock, we'll do Henry Clay's sign there, Henry Clay Boulevard. It'll be dedicated there. Then when we get that one done, we'll move across to Red Light 1 there, and we will put up, dedicate the sign there. They'll have Tom Frazier Way, and they'll also have a sign for Restaurant Row, so identifying it. And the Henry Clay Boulevard will run down to where the strip mall is there with the Norton Eye. And Tom Frazier Way will start at Red Light 1 and run on that access road all the way in front of the high school to where you come out on the Mountain Parkway. So it's going to be a great day. It's been, like you said, a long time coming, and we miss Tom and Henry Clay, and I think this is a fitting tribute to their memory.
Well, for those of you who are looking forward to the possibility of another Triple Crown winner, you can make a bet if you can find someone to take it. You can bet that there is absolutely no way there's going to be a Triple Crown winner this year because Rich Strike is out. A simple statement in part today from his owner says the original plan for Rich Strike was contingent on the Kentucky Derby. Should we not run in the Derby, we would point towards the Preakness. Should we run in the Derby, subject to that race outcome and the condition of our horse, we would give him more recovery time and rest and run in the Belmont or another race and stay on course to run with 5 or 6 weeks rest between races. And he says that the turnaround is just too quick. Rick Dawson saying that it's just not safe and feasible and wise for their horse to run in the second leg of the Triple Crown. So there won't be one this year. But you will get to see Rich Strike again soon. Here is tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau Community Calendar. Still got a great sports story for you. And it's more than just about sports as well. Accomplishments from a young man, dedication and hard work by he and his coach, which are father and son. Right now, though, again, tonight's calendar. Still largely, if not mostly, just reminders tonight on the calendar. The countywide cleanup campaign wraps up tomorrow for those in District 3, and then we'll pick up on the 23rd, a little bit of a hiatus for those in District 1. The annual cruise-in at the Sagersville City Park this Saturday. They'll register noon till 3. It's free, so are all the door prizes, the music, the food, the fun, and awards are given out at 4 across from Sagersville City Hall. The Sagersville Masonic Lodge is hosting their big horse show this Saturday evening at 5 at the Horse Park here on 460 to benefit Coats for Kids. A wonderful list they've got of classes and a great day. Concessions, great event, venue, and the like. And, of course, Saturday is also the 10th annual Bass Tournament sponsored by the Elk Creek Free Will Baptist Church. And next Monday is the next McGoffin County Community Blood Drive. You can go to kybloodcenter.org to get an appointment. They are welcomed. Walk-ins are also appreciated as well. So that's next Monday at the Sagersville First Baptist Church. And then my calendar, again, is open for you anytime you need it for announcements like these or birthdays or anniversaries. I haven't had one for like 2 days, and that's kind of a long run for me. So I bet that changes pretty soon. Just saying. As we go on to funeral services, which are provided nightly by the McGoffin County Funeral Home, Paul Burchell and his McGoffin County Funeral Home family. They remind us of services, first of all, to be held tomorrow at 1 for Betsy Holbrook Howard of 73 of Sagersville, who passed away Saturday at Paintsville ARH. Services are also going to be held Sunday at 1 at the McGoffin County Funeral Home for 73-year-old Grant Cantrell of Kentucky Street, who passed away Tuesday at his home, survived by his wife Barbara, daughters Lavina Frisbee and Tanya Hackworth, brothers Marion and William Cantrell, sisters Audrey Faye Harris, Elizabeth Meade, and Linda Thompson, 3 grandkids and 2 great-grandsons. Funeral services again Sunday at 1 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation will start afternoon on Saturday. Services are still to be announced for Randy Savage Helton, 61 of Sagersville. He passed away Tuesday, survived by daughter Stephanie Helton DeBoard and sons Christopher and Cody Helton, as well as brothers Danny and Jerry Helton and sisters Connie Bolin and Sandy Wireman, and a granddaughter. And lastly, arrangements still incomplete at this time for 37-year-old Wesley Scott Ward of Sagersville, who passed away Tuesday at his home. It is never too early for spring to spring at the seasonal shop, and it has. With new ladies' fashions in and arriving daily from all the fashion houses you've come to love, like Royce, Mud Pie, Charlie Page, Simply Southern. They have a new line of spring tees from Ivory Ella and amazing scents in soaps, body lotions, and home fragrance diffusers by Michael Design Works, with something for every room in the house. Plus new home decor, and as always, so much more at the seasonal shop in downtown Sagersville.
What's up, McGoffin County? It's Boone Williams, University of Kentucky.
Gets the call, over 100 yards rushing today. Boone pulling his way inside the 5, staying on his feet for the touchdown, Kentucky.
Make sure y'all go vote for my guy, Josh Poe, man.
I'm Joshua Poe, and I approve this message.
At Golden Law Office, our attorneys previously represented the nation's largest insurance and trucking companies, handling cases involving serious personal injury and death. We know their strategies, how they will defend the case, and what factors drive large settlements. The attorneys at Golden Law Office can use this inside knowledge to ensure your case is handled effectively and aggressively. Hiring Golden Law Office provides you with a strategic advantage. Call Golden Law Office today.
Check out the latest in savings on new sets of tires and vehicle maintenance at Conley's, like $150 back on Goodyears, $120 back on Bridgestones, and big deals on Firestone, Hankook, General, and more. All with perfect snap-on balancing, and where they only charge $35 for state-of-the-art computer diagnostics to fix exactly what you need and get you back on the road. on the web at conleytire.net or stop by in Staffordsville.
Good evening, McGoffin County. My name is Rick Howard. I'm running for McGoffin County Judge Executive, a lifelong resident and businessman in our community. With the decreasing population, lack of jobs, and bad leadership, I witnessed a shutdown in our local government. Signs on our county garage that say there is no access for we the people. I watched the driver's licensing office move to another county, and not one finger of opposition was raised by our county judge. I've seen the condition of our park and tennis courts. They're even in worse condition than when the present administration took office. This will not happen under my administration. It's time for a change. I will be your friend in office. I will not be your boss. On May 17th, don't forget, vote for Rick Howard, your next McGoffin County Judge Executive, #1 on the ballot.
Hello, McGoffin County. My name is Robert James Bailey. I'm asking for your votes to serve as your next McGoffin County jailer. I can proudly say that my work ethic has been validated over the years as a foreman for Rumpke. I deal with the public on many levels, solving issues they have encountered. Another one of my accomplishments is as a football coach for the elementary and middle school students. I have interacted and communicated effectively with both parents and students, and I will always be there to assist others when needed. If you're looking for new leadership, give me this opportunity to prove to you that I can perform all duties required as your next McGoffin County jailer.
Now, I'm always painfully and bluntly honest on this program, and I know I said several weeks ago I've been looking so forward to getting caught up and getting up to the fields and catching some baseball and softball action for my Hornets and Lady Hornets. And, you know, just to be perfectly honest again, I've been in full wedding mode. Daylight to dark and in between, either in this building or preparing for Lacey's wedding or her shower or something else. And, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying every single minute of it and dreading and hating every single minute of it as well, you know, as much as daddies do. But nevertheless, I have not covered one ball game here in person on the program. Fortunately, though, my sports writer has been, and Heather as well, in the Sagersville Independent. So you've been able to read about our Lady Hornets and Hornets there. I hope you have. And you'd be hard-pressed to go a week without reading about Lucas Littoral on the pitching mound by and large, even though he's having a pretty good batting season as well. He's had a real good season. In fact, just earlier today, he officially threw his way into college baseball, signing his letter of intent to continue his education and his baseball career. A very special day for Lucas and his coach and father, Jacob.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're glad you're here tonight. On behalf of Superintendent Chris Meadows and Principal Mr. Conley, I'd like to say congratulations to Lucas, where Lucas has decided to take his education and his athletic ability to the baseball field to Wren Valley, Illinois. So at this time, I'd like to turn it over to his coach and his dad, Jacob Littoral.
As a coaching staff, we'd like to thank everybody for coming. I've had a little bit of time to think about what I wanted to say tonight, and sometimes I get a little emotional when I think about it, but it's kind of hard to separate sometimes dad, coach. But I've had an opportunity to coach Lucas for 15 years, and needless to say, I'm going to miss him. As a dad and as a coach, it's been one of the blessings of my life to get to coach him and to get to coach this school. Years ago when I came over here, I always wanted to coach at home, and I can say I'm very proud of the program that we've got going. It's been a rough year this year on us, but over the last few weeks I've got to really see a lot of improvement in the kids. Some of these kids have exceeded our expectations, and I'm very proud of the way we've been playing over the last few weeks. One thing that I can say about Lucas is a competitor. That's the word that comes to my mind when I think about him. I've never had to coach his competitiveness. He's always gave everything that he's got when he's out there on the field, whether he's at the plate, whether he's a quarterback, or whether he's on the mound. His whole mindset is, what can I do to help us win this game? And that's something that he's done since he stepped on a T-ball field 15 years ago. over the last 4 games, he's pitched as well as any high school pitcher that I've seen. He has 4 complete games. He's gave up 1 earned run. I mean, you know, he struck out 63. I mean, you just don't hear stuff like that very often. Very proud of the young man that he has become, and I'm very proud of the baseball player and athlete as well. I want to thank Coach Bullington from Wren Lake, providing him with this opportunity. Get a very good student athlete. I think, you know, a lot of the times people just think of Lucas as an athlete. He's also a 4.0 GPA student as well too. So not only does he get it done on the field, he gets it done in the classroom too. And as a coaching staff, we're all very proud of him. We're all very proud of what we've been doing. And I'd like to thank everybody for coming. Lucas.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out. I want to thank my parents, you know, for taking me to all these tournaments, practices, spending a lot of time and money with me to help me get where I want to be. I wouldn't be there without them. Also, I want to thank God, my family, and my teammates, and my coaches along the way that have helped me get to where I want to be. And, you know, I'm very excited to commit to Wren Lake. Let's go Warriors.
Lucas has a .351 batting average. He's got 20 hits this season, 12 RBIs, 11 stolen bases. He's pitched 51 innings, 4 wins, 1 save, .96 ERA with 111 strikeouts. He is 3rd in the state in strikeouts and 19th in ERA. He's got 2 no-hitters. He's got 2 PBR Kentucky honorable mentions for player of the week. And now he's a college baseball player. I want to thank Lucas. He's a friend of Andrew's. I've known him for years. Great kid. Congratulate him. Thanks to Jacob as well. And also need to thank our athletic director, Neil West, for making sure this video took place as it happened yesterday afternoon while I was with you all, and I couldn't get a camera there. And I also need to thank Mr. Jim Arnett. These photographs are some of the many of Lucas which have been seen all season long in the Sagersville Independent and all captured by our local photographer, Jim Arnett. Thank you to all. Lucas, again, my friend, congratulations, sir.
Hello, my fellow McGoffin Countyans. My name is Carson Sloan, and I'm a candidate for Magistrate District 2. As your magistrate, I will apply the same core values I have held myself to all my life. As your magistrate, I will always be honest, hardworking, trusting, and dependable. I will be a full-time employee for you, the people of District 2 and McGoffin County as a whole. So on May 17th, please cast your vote for Carson Sloan for Magistrate District 2, number 1 on the ballot and number 1 for the job. Thank you.
Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sagersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
My name is Travis Joseph, and I'm a Democrat candidate for the office of McGoffin County Attorney. For the past 12 years, it has been my pleasure to serve as your Assistant County Attorney. This office is an extremely challenging and important job. In most cases, if you have to go see the county attorney, you're having a problem. You could be the victim of a crime, you could have received a traffic citation, you may be seeking treatment for a loved one with a substance abuse problem or mental health issue, or you may have a loved one that due to sickness or injury may be in need of legal guardianship. In those situations, it is important to be able to turn to someone with the knowledge and experience necessary to guide you through those difficult and scary times. For 12 years, I've handled all those matters on a daily basis, and I'm fully confident in my ability to serve you when you need help the most. On May 17th, I ask you to vote for me, Travis Joseph, as your next McGoffin County Attorney. Thank you.
On May 17th, you will elect a new Magoffin County attorney. As your county attorney, I will work with law enforcement and all community partners to deal with issues caused by the influx of illegal drugs such as heroin, fentanyl, and methamphetamine. Together, we can make our county a better and safer place to live. I ask for your vote for me, Jeff Lovely, as your next Magoffin County attorney.
Hello, Magoffin County. I'm Brian Montgomery, your current jailer. I'd like to take this opportunity to ask you for your vote and support in this upcoming election. I've been in this line of work for the last 25 years, with 14 years being at the detention center and now the last 11 and a half as your jailer, with continued training every year. I hope that I have helped you or a loved one somewhere along the way, and I hope that you will continue to let me serve you and come out on May 17th and vote for me, Brian Montgomery, for jailer, #1 on the ballot. Thank you.
Good people of Magoffin County, my name is Tim Watkins, son of John Clay and Melva Jean Watkins Sire, and son Sean Watkins, and 7 grandchildren. We have been servants of Magoffin County most of our lives, been there for you in the time of need. I'm in your need to make sure our children and grandchildren have a safe county to grow up in. Please help me to obtain this goal by voting Tim Watkins for sheriff. I know together we will make a difference. Thank you.
Now, real quickly, here's your 7-day. Tonight, lows around 53 degrees, continued mostly clear skies, nothing more than a little patchy fog after 3 in the a.m. And for your Friday, we will see clouds on the increase tomorrow, not quite as much sun. We'll still top out around 80 degrees, and then shower and storm chances start to work their way into the picture to the tune of about 30% tomorrow, and then increase to about 50 Saturday and 60 on your Sunday. This is the same upper level low that's backtracking. It was here last weekend and it went on towards the east, and now it's coming back and just going to go right over top of us again. On this return trip, it gives us some more shower chances on and off throughout your weekend, Saturday and into your Sunday. Then a cold front next Monday gives us takes a little edge off of temperatures. As for your Friday, again, increasing clouds, 30% chance of showers and storms. Saturday, 40 to 50% chance. We'll see 80 and 60, I think, for your high and low. I mean, we're talking like 1/10 of an inch or less of rain for anyone possibly who doesn't get under a thunderstorm that could develop and put down more than that. It's going to be hit and miss. Not all going to see it. Not going to be a terrible day for everyone, but you might have to dodge a shower or a thunderstorm or two. Saturday and into your Sunday there, as you saw, as we'll have, again, 81 degrees and partly sunny skies for the latter half of your weekend. We'll start off Monday with, again, some cooler air from that cold front, still in the upper 70s, mostly sunny, a 30% chance of showers, and 77 on your Monday, 78 sunny, and a 20% chance of showers lingering Tuesday. Then by Wednesday, we recover to the 80s. Still some sunshine, still some shower and storm chances Wednesday and Thursday of next week, with both days being 80 to 83 degrees. Again, tomorrow, coverage of not just a road dedication in honor of a fallen soldier, but as well the family and legacy he left behind and never got to meet. We'll see you back here, I hope, and I expect, for that story and other news as we wrap up this week of programming when I see you next time. Good night, and thank you for watching.